So today I want to get into Pinterest. I've seen this trend, or is it a trend? I don't know. Anyways, I've seen people go on Pinterest and then they just start drawing what pops up on Pinterest. So lucky for me, it's portraits, which I enjoy doing. And then there's also some avocados here. We'll see how many things we can get onto the page. Um, yeah, so let's just get started. I really like that my Pinterest already popped up a face that I feel like I can draw at least right away. I am doing this in what is this? This is an artist loft sketchbook. I think you can get it anywhere. I'm pretty sure this was gifted to me, but I'm pretty sure you can get it at like Michael's or something. It's a generic brand sketchbook. So this is definitely different, like talking and drawing at the same time. I don't hate it. It is not a terrible situation. So, okay. I know it is gonna be here. So let's draw that there. And her nose is kind of angled upwards, I've noticed. I almost feel like with this nose, I should have waited to do detail. But to be honest with you guys, I really enjoy drawing the nose. So I'm just gonna get that all drawn in now and just have it done. And then if you guys do happen to draw with me, I'll leave this pin linked in the description below. So last video, my voiceover sounded so bad. It sounded very echoey, and it's odd because the video before that, it sounded just fine. Then when I tried to record the last video, it just did not work out in my favor. So apologies. So I kind of feel like I'm focusing too much on the details right now. So I'm going to finish up this nose and then I'm going to get the rest of the placement ready for the rest of the features. But I do know that I'm going to have to redo this nose. Her nose isn't looking quite accurate, and I'm noticing in this reference that everything is actually kind of tilted. It's not so much straight on like this, it's more tilted. Her face is kind of at an angle. So what I'm gonna do is erase all of this and then I'm gonna restart. Wasn't really focused on angles, so I feel like it's not like super extreme for where her features are, but it's at enough of an angle that you can definitely tell that it's not straight. Yeah, so it's just more of an angle. So we've got her nose, the top of her lip here, and then we will divide her mouth like that. And then her chin is here. And she does have more of a oval shaped face, I want to say. The nice thing, like with creating the shape of a face, you can definitely change it, but I feel like as long as the features are good, you can move the face around so then it can fit the features better. Okay, and then her ear is a little bit lower than her nose. It's about there, I want to say, and you can barely see her ear, honestly, in this reference. I feel like you can only tell that her ear is here because she has jewelry. No, the crazy thing is, I did not divide her face. Yeah, my goodness. I don't know if it's me, like, talking while I'm drawing, but not being as accurate or like doing, or not drawing like the way that I normally do. I'm definitely thinking about the process and talking about it out loud, which was awesome. I should probably think about the process more often. I mean, I do, but it's, it's in my head. I'm not talking to anybody, but I'm talking to you. So I'm lining up the end of her mouth with like the middle of her eye, just because that's what it looks like in that reference photo. And then her lips are more rounded. She's also got like this. It's so interesting when you're studying a reference and all the little things you notice as you're drawing that reference. So, like her top lip has this little curvature to it. Here, let me show you. Okay, so right about here, she's got a little bit of curvature to her lip right here, which at first I didn't notice and I wasn't about to add it. But the longer you look at your reference, or the longer I look at my reference, I notice these types of things, which is, it's awesome. I love noticing that, and then I think that's what helps me improve when I notice those little details. I feel like when I add in other elements, because I kind of want to stack things on top of each other almost. I don't want it to have like one portrait here and then another one over here with a space. I kind of want to like morph them together almost. I just like seeing other sketchbooks like that, and I want to try it out. I am going to be quiet for a little while. I just want to be able to focus a little bit more, and then you guys can just watch my drawing process, and you don't have to, listen to me talk this whole time. So I'll get back to you. So when the nose is at this angle, I always have a tough time drawing this. I guess this would be her right nostril. It's always so hard for me to draw, mainly because I can't see it and I don't always get the right angle that's shown. Okay, but I think it's pretty close. Now I'm just gonna get this other nostril in on this side, and then her nose will be done. Okay, and now the top of her lip, which is kind of interesting because she has that cupid's bow, and it's more prominent on her face compared to Tessa's. So her mouth barely comes out past her nose. So I'm gonna try to put her mouth just on the outside, but not too much. And then the other corner comes about here. So, what I just did there is I used the nose to measure out how wide the mouth is this time instead of using the eyes. I'm going to try to see if I can get different results. And also, I haven't drawn yet today, besides this first portrait here, but today this is the first time that I'm drawing, so I am warming up at the same time. and her iris here. And she's got a little bit of shine at the top. And then I'm going to try to do the same thing on this other side. Only thing with eyes is that it's hard to get both of them to match. Let's see what I can do. And then this part of her cheek, I'm going to change up just a little bit because I feel like it's protruding a little too much. Like, she does have high cheekbones, but I feel like it's just a little too much. And then she has this meaty part of her mouth where it sticks out just a little bit, and then her chin. I do like how I've drawn everything. It doesn't 100% look like her, especially just yet. Like, that could change once I add in some color. On the next portrait, oh, this guy's gonna be tough. I can tell he's gonna be tough. So I'm just gonna draw the overall shape of his beard. Beards, I'm not good at either. And then he doesn't have like a super defined jawline. It kind of just comes up like this, but I do want to make sure I have that line there, so then I know where to place the ear, which it's a little bit lower than his nose. Okay, so his nose is done, and then his eye goes about here. So, and then when the eyes are in side profile like this, I just make a triangle because that's what it looks like to me. And then I'm gonna add the actual eye. Oh, I can actually just make a line like this, and then I'm just gonna go with the overall shape to the best of my ability. And then I'm just gonna make little swoopy motions, and this is not accurate at all, but I want to try and make sure that I get just the shape. And an avocado is pretty simple, which is nice because all I have to do is draw like an oval shape and add the seed, and that'll be it. And then again, I am trying to layer some of these items so that it's more cohesive.